As the sun rises at Nduna hunting safaris in South Africa's stunning East Cape, it's another beautiful day for hunting. As Nduna's residents go about their usual morning rituals, they have absolutely no idea that today we have something special in store, and that a possibly momentous occasion may only be hours away. Myself, Gavin and Pierre glass across the hilltops in the early morning sun, armed with my Benjamin Rogue 357 and Aimpoint H34L red dot sight. Now, we've had a lot of success with this rifle over the past week. We've taken rabbit, genet, mountain reedbuck and impala, but today we're going for something a little bit bigger, red hartebeest. The red hartebeest is one of my favourite antelopes to hunt. It's got a very striking appearance with an elongated bovine face and horns that sweep back to a point. They're also pretty difficult to stalk, depending on the conditions. They like the flat, open plains as opposed to the bush. We need to be getting ideally within about 50 yards to make the shot count. Conditions are ideal for us today. The wind is in our favour, the sun is at our backs, so we've got a really good chance of getting up close and personal. I can't wait to see if the Benjamin Rogue 357 can step up to the challenge. Now, on our recent hunts around the hills of Nduna, we've noticed an old red hartebeest that's been pushed out of the herd and is wandering on his own. Once past breeding age, Gavin is keen to remove older bulls and allow the younger bulls their chance. But today our sights are set on him, and we know the sort of areas he likes to graze on. We glass across a few of the hills where we've seen the bull over the past few days, but he doesn't appear to be anywhere. Then, as we head up the slope that leads to Nduna's southeast corner, Gavin spots him standing on the crest of a hill, right out in the open. This is going to be a very tricky stalk indeed. The bull has chosen a perfect spot on the hill, where he can see all along the slopes around him. However, we find a ridge that provides us that extra few inches of cover, and we head in slowly. We drop to the floor and head in the rest of the way on our knees, lifting our heads even the tiniest amount too high, and he could spot us. We can't get in too close as the ground around him is so open, but Gavin gets me close enough for a shot, as long as we're quiet and move slowly. Just along from this big guy is a beautiful waterbuck, and he spotted us. The red hartebeest hasn't. We need to be very careful not to spook either of them. As our bull graces on the crest of the hill, I slowly move up and out of cover, and immediately find him through the aim point just above the ridge. It's just enough for a shot. The shot is good. He runs but not very far. He falls approximately 30 yards away, just over the hill. That red hartebeest is just laying down to die. But there's a waterbuck it normally hangs out with. They stood there watching over it, so just got to give it a little bit of time. Let the waterbuck move off on his own. We wait for a few moments for the bull to pass, just in case. We don't want to rush over and spook him into running. We need to allow him time to pass peacefully. We head in slowly and examine our game. One bullet from the phenomenal Benjamin Rogue 357, and this huge beast has gone down quickly. Even I am amazed. He's done. Oh my word. Now that is incredible. Perfect heart shot. He didn't know it was coming. It was an absolute perfect stalk.
Must I say something?
Yes, you must.
I am absolutely astonished with the hitting star and with taking a big animal down like that with the air rifle. You know what? When you came here, I was really skeptical about the capabilities of this rifle, and again, everything was in our favour. We took that perfect shot, 57 yards. I mean, the animal did not go further than 30 yards, and it's down.
What a beautiful animal,
eh? Beauty, look at this.
And there's even more of a surprise in store. Okay. So we've rolled him over to have a look if there's an exit wound, and on this particular animal there isn't. But what we have found is the bullet lodged in the outside of the skin here. So Gavin's going to take it out and just show us exactly what happens to the bullet after it's entered the animal.
Literally underneath the skin.
Well, there we go. Now that has done its job perfectly. There's a lot of scratches on that bullet. It's gone through some bone. And the results are right here. So that's one I'm sending back to Crosman to have a look at.
And you know, immediately what I'm thinking is, if it penetrated that far, I mean, it doesn't need to get through the animal, it needs to get to the vital. I do think the challenge is on to go for something bigger.
Yeah.
Something like maybe we can do a kudu cow, or you know, even a kudu bull.
Bull, yeah.
I would definitely attempt to do it. It just shows that.
But it has gone through,
yeah.
and we'll see when we dress it out. But it's gone straight through. It's definitely hit along the way some bone. We can see that from the scratches there on the bullet itself. So if it's managed to penetrate right the way through to the outside of the skin, taking out all the vitals, you know, I'm pretty confident it'll do something bigger as well.
We call in the steed and our bull is taken back to the lodge for dressing out, and we take a closer look at the damage caused by the rogue.
Okay, it's not until you see them hanging up you realise just what a big animal this red hartebeest is. It's huge. But I think the most impressive thing here is this. Now here is the entry wound, and this is the exit wound. Now at 52 yards, this bullet here passed straight through. It's incredible penetration. So for anybody who is questioning the ballistic performance of this Benjamin 357 Rogue, here is the proof. Now there's not quite so much meat damage on the exit wound here as we saw on the mountain reed buck, but we did pull this bullet out of the skin on the other side.
Yep.
So as far as penetration goes, we know we've got it. And also, when you pull a bullet out of the skin of an animal on the far side, you know that all of the energy, the kinetic energy, has been imparted on that beast. So Gavin, what do you think to that?
Ian, I don't think you actually portraying the true what happened here. Okay, if he comes closer and he sees that it penetrated 2 rib bones, this is not a small animal. It's a thick, proper rib bone that it went through, both sides.
Yeah.
In the center of the rib. That shows how strong this rifle actually is.
Yeah, you've made a good point there. So good. So guys, once again, unbelievable performance from this Benjamin 357 Rogue. We started off with rabbits, moved on to a genet, then to mountain reed buck. I was really pleased with the performance against the impala, but this red hartebeest really shows that this is truly the world's most powerful production air rifle.
Another successful and enlightening hunt at Nduna Hunting Safaris. To find out more about the Benjamin Rogue 357, visit crosman.com. Subscribe to Team Wild TV for the best hunting, gear, airgun and now bow hunting videos on YouTube.